pages 6 and 7, the bow hold. Boys and girls, today we're going to learn how to hold the bow. We are getting closer and closer to making sounds with the bow. But first, let's learn how to hold it correctly so that we can make a nice, pleasing sound when it comes to that time. You're going to need a pencil for our lesson today, and please have your bow close by. Okay, we are using our right hand to hold the bow with. This is the same hand that we used for pizzicato sounds. The left hand is responsible for holding the instrument. Okay, but today we are using our right. We are holding the bow with our right hand. I'm going to step to the side so that you can easily see the formation of my fingers. We're going to get started here. First, we have a bent thumb. We need to have a bent thumb at the first knuckle, boys and girls, so that we hold the bow correctly. We're going to take the tip of that thumb and it is going to meet the middle finger at its first crease, making a circle. One more time. The thumb is bent and the tip of the thumb meets the middle finger at its first crease, at the first knuckle. I'm now going to take my pencil and I'm just going to insert it right in between that thumb and that middle finger, and there's my circle. Okay, I'm going to take my index finger and wrap it around the stick. My index finger will be bent in between the first and second knuckles, okay? My fourth finger, my ring finger, will be draped over the stick, and my pinky will be placed on top of the stick and it will be rounded. Make sure this is round, boys and girls, okay? This is your bow hold. Okay, this is your bow hold, and you can just try and move your wrist a little bit, turning it so it's flexible. Okay? Now, I would like you to notice that my forearm is a nice straight line right here, okay? And my fingers are draped. They are curved over the stick, okay? They are not like this, okay? Everything is nice, has a nice straight line. We're curved. We don't have any dead ends. We don't have any straight fingers like this. Everything is curved. Okay, this is how we hold the bow. Right here, I'd like to sort of compare this to a highway. A highway with lots of exits. And on this highway, we have the trucks that are bringing supplies to school, and they are very easily getting off on their exits to supply us with what we need to get our year started. Okay, so this is your bow hold. Now I'm going to transfer this bow hold over to my stick right now. And what I did, boys and girls, I put some stickers on. First off, I put a sticker at the very top of my stick, right above the frog. This will be my pinky marker, or my pinky pad. And right here, in between the frog and the bow grip, I placed another sticker, and that will be for the tip of your thumb. That will be for the tip of your thumb. Okay, so let's get started. I'm holding my bow in the middle above. This is my violin hand now. I'm placing it over top of my stick. I'm not touching the hair. Remember, we talked about that. Now the right hand, and I'm only doing this, boys and girls, to show you how to do this, to help you, okay? It's easier if you hold the stick from above and then work on placement here with your fingers. So let's get started. My middle finger is bent and my thumb is joining it, the tip of my thumb. I'm placing it right on that sticker. Okay, my thumb is not going through the stick, boys and girls. That just makes my hand get stuck, okay? And when that happens, I can't do anything. It doesn't produce a good sound. So let me get out of there. So middle finger and thumb. Okay, index finger is getting wrapped around the bow grip. My fourth finger is draped over the bow, and my pinky is being placed right on the pinky pad. Okay, and here it is. Here is my bow hold. Okay, and I am going to just show you this way that I do have that bent thumb. I absolutely have to have this bent thumb, boys and girls. Okay, and here it is. Here's my placement. I have a nice line right here. I have nice curved fingers. I have that highway with lots of little exits. Okay? Alrighty. So boys and girls, we're in this position right now. I'm going to take my violin hand once again, my left hand, and I'm just going to place it right on my upper right arm. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to show you how to do windshield wipers. These are called windshield wipers. I'm only doing this to get the flexibility in my wrist. Now, boys and girls, this is not a hurricane. It's just a gentle drizzle, just back and forth, back and forth. I'm holding my upper right arm here so that I am reminded not to lift it. We're not flapping around. We're not taking off for liftoff, okay? We are just practicing our windshield wipers. And we are not doing baton twirls with our wrist. We are just going back and forth. Just like when your parents put the windshield wipers on in the car, they just go back and forth and back and forth. And I still have this nice line here and my fingers are still curved. Now when my arm starts to get tired, when my fingers are tired, I just stop, I shake it out, and I'm going to start all over again. And usually I ask the boys and girls to do 2 or 3 sets of 10 so that they can start getting used to holding their bow. Again, we have the tip of the thumb or bent thumb joining the middle finger at its first crease. They are opposite each other. Index finger wrapped around the bow grip in between the first and second knuckle. Fourth finger draped over the stick, pinky on the pinky pad. And we're doing some windshield wipers. I'm going to make sure I'm not flapping around, not taking off anywhere, just gentle. And this should get your wrist moving a little bit. Okay, there you go. Remember to have this nice curve here, nice line, okay, so that nothing is getting bent. Nice line, okay, and this is how we hold our bow. Now, boys and girls, be careful with your windshield wipers. Please do not hit anyone or break anything at home. Be careful with mom's favorite vase, and be careful with your younger brothers and sisters who might be watching you because they're very curious about what you're doing. Make sure no one gets hurt. Make sure nothing gets broken. Make sure you don't hit your stick against anything, okay? Happy windshield wipers.